Leo, welcome to your twin flame reading. We're going to be looking into what's going on here with your energy, your journey on a collective level. Of course, there's not a personal reading. This is my goddess series, so we're going to be looking into the goddess and assistants that you have at this time. Along with, per se, like Aries, had Mary Magdalene, so you got to know a little bit about her and why she's showing up in your reading. So any of you doing DD work and all that goodness, feel free to connect to that energy. These readings are intended for Leo rising and Leo suns. But if you feel called to in your inner compass, in your heart to listen to it because you have a Leo moon, Leo Venus, etc., please listen to your inner guidance as well. Of course, you can snoopity snoop on your person, looking into their sun sign, their rising for their reading. If you want to look into, to them, do feel free to take any notes or anything else that you feel called to do so. I'm doing this from the beautiful space in my heart. I've never done an individual zodiac twin flame reading per se, or not to the extent that I'm doing it today. So I'm so happy in my heart to be doing this for you, Leo. And all there is to say is, my name is Maria. I'm the energy behind this channel for those of you that are new. So consider subscribing and let me know how you like the reading just by pressing like, or if you want to comment, of course, they're always welcome. All right, so let's look into the overall energy. So let me tell you a little bit about it. So we're going to be looking into the energy that is surrounding you, energy that is there. We will definitely look a little bit into the counterpart. We will have a reading about them in the future, most likely next week or the next 2 weeks, Snoop Bamboo. But we will be looking into the activation, into the physical, how you can see it taking place in your life, as well as the spiritual activation, energy that comes in, deeper messages in also, and the goddess guidance, like I mentioned before. Get to know a little bit about the goddess that comes in and how you can implement that in your life, how you feel called to because of the guidance that comes in. Okay. All right. So let's look into this energy. Leo, I feel here for you. There has been a deep dive, deep inner knowing, deep changes. And it is said that Leo is a little egocentric. But lately, when I've been picking, I've never really thought you, Leo, okay? But lately, when I've been doing the mini reads on IG and posting about them, Leo always come in where you've been self-sacrificing way too much, doing things for others way too much lately. So it's really about get back to the self and actualizing movement, allowing yourself to make the moves that you need to. Bottom of the deck, don't tell me you're dealing with a Cancer, because Leo. We have Homeland. They had a beautiful reading, by the way. Your energy is the present, where you have here gift, treasure, revelations of your own value and nowness, not staying in the past anymore, stepping into a new space where you allow yourself to just co-create, being in the moment. It's like not being a human being, but human doing, just being in this space. Yes, you may go back into the memories, reflecting on the past, but it's time to move forward. You're very focused on the future. Woo! That is beautiful. Like, yeah, you can dive a little bit into the energy. And this energy of memories is in the past. We have future and then the present. But it does seem like here with your energy, you're very alert to where you are at right now and whatever is that changes that you want to bring in. You have communication in the bottom of the deck, so that only tells me that you will definitely have some sort of communication, other things coming into here for you where you're not going to hold back, or nobody's going to be able to hold you back in any way, shape, or form. You have fertility, which is beautiful. This is about moving spaces, being in a space where if you're wanting to get pregnant, Leo, this is very good energy, but this is about allowing beautiful things that you want to manifest come to be, and they will come to be because you're vibrating so beautifully. One of my teachers was mentioning how a person that looks into tarot or even is psychic or has abilities, and whenever they ask about the past, the future, and look into the future as well, is a person that is very present. Sometimes others take it in as kind of cheating or looking it's bad, but no, because how he put it out there was you're so connected to yourself that you get to time travel, right? So it's a person who's not afraid to check what's going to pass, what's going to come in, regardless of whatever outcome. Here with the future, it looks like you're manifesting, almost like looking into your crystal ball with the energy that is coming in. How you're going to be receiving this activation in the physical is psychic abilities. Having it with fertility, that's about taking in some sort of project, allowing yourself to grow in your psychic abilities. Some of you being trying to take courses, picking up tarot, enhancing or even growing within astrology, how whatever calls here for you within, you're pushing beyond the limits, believing in yourself as a divine being and integrating that essence, and even more so. Psychic abilities is beautiful because that means that you're so in tune with everything that is in the outside as well. An energy that tried, look to jump out was third eye chakra. This is energy, is that indigo flower activation of life, which supports our intuition and our inner knowing, our imagination, and our psychic powers. I mean, it's no joke. Let's see. Activation coming in the spiritual sense here for Leo, please. Divine, thank you, universe. Yes. Okay. We love this energy. Oh, yes, this one too. I'm so excited for you. Okay, you have Merkaba. Baddie B. Okay. Spiritual baddie, you are. You have soul time. Beautiful energy to have. The activation that comes here in the spiritual for you is the frequency of soul time asks us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge. One that embraces the concept that while the corporal body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. How beautiful is it to be a freaking Leo right now? With the Merkaba, once you have your Merkaba like fully activated and you know that you're making the move, that can even be you feeling the spinning as well. The frequency of Merkaba supports our ability to use our consciousness to traverse into other layers of reality and dimensions. This activates our access to our Akashic inheritance as well, Akashic records, anything that you get to connect above in the spiritual sense. So this is about merging the totality of our experiences into our present to serve our highest purpose. Beautiful. This is beautiful. All right, so if you're looking into angel numbers and all that goodness, angel number 4 comes in, angel number 3 comes in, angel number 2, 32, 40, and 11. Okay, so let's listen to your message. Look at the beautiful card. Okay, there we go. As part of a duality-based world, the concept of time has been defined throughout human history in linearity with a past, present, and future. We look back at where we came from, apply lessons learned to our present, and move forward with expectations that are derived from the past. Linear time has been comprehensible and has made our future somewhat predictable. The story of our human history is told from the viewpoint that we are born into this world once and leave when we physically die. A straightforward story. Now that we are awakening into consciousness of much larger story of a singular lifetime on Earth, in a defined three-dimensional reality, we slowly start to realize that the time as we knew it no longer applies. Besides, going back into the past and going forward into the future, we find spaces that are far and in between spaces that are infinite and non-linear. We have arrived in soul time. I love you so much, Leo. I love you so much. Soul time means having access to all the experiences that the soul has been through, is going through, and will go through all of any given moment that we choose. To demonstrate this evolution of linear time, the soul time activation has been created from a repetition of infinite signs, the infinity signs. So here, the purple refers to our connection to a higher realms and source, a connection that needs to be securely established in order for us to experience time outside the reality of three-dimensionality. The yellow is our inner power and the way we manifest ourselves here on Earth. The hexagons in the image refer to a form-based world, which is linear and three-dimensional, yet an equal component in our experience of reality and time. So I invite you to, if you have the time right now, and just come back and listen, of course, but reflect on the energy that we're called to look into. Obviously, if you're driving or doing whatever, please wait to do it later. But take a deep breath and slowly leave it out and concentrate on the message and only hear the words of the message. As you close your eyes and contemplate for a moment your infinity as a soul. Leo, what is your soul's curriculum? What circumstances and experiences have you created for yourself so you can evolve toward your highest expression? Are you including the message that comes to you through your dreams and your intuition? So, Leo, keep a dream journal so you don't miss a thing. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, let's look into the energy here of what we need to surrender, coming back to union to the self, union, hopefully, in the spiritual, physical union. I will be assisting. Woo! 1010 High Priestess energy 1010. We have here with your surrender, entering to your vortex, aligning with infinite abundance. 1010 again. This feels like you're already there, or you're about to step into this. And this next 3 months will just fly on for you. Do leave me a like or a comment to see how you like these videos. I'm thinking of doing the Goddess series every 3 months, every semesters here. But of course, we'll be looking into the energies as well. But I believe that, these have separate information for those that are truly invested in healing and looking inward in their journey, not just, finding out TA, whatever or not, about their divine counterpart. But let's look a little bit deeper with activation here, entering your vortex, aligning with abundance. So Leo, do know that when we receive the, how numbers have a sequence, right? They have an energetic vibration. Number 1 and 0 comes in with 10. It's an alignment with source energy. So when you receive the message here of entering your vortex, it is about setting clear intentions to maximize your ability to manifest your desires. It is important that you stay connected to your heart and practice the harmonic laws of love to balance giving and receiving. Staying present will allow you to feel and be in the moment, and as well as manifesting even more grandly. Okay. Alrighty, we're gonna look a little bit into the divine counterpart, what's going on with them, what's popping. Thank you, divine. Thank you, universe. No, this is it. No wonder no card comes out. That was not the card that I was using for the divine counterpart. Okay, beloved. What's going on with divine counterpart with Leo's divine counterpart, please? Give it like that, universe. War and peace. And we have family. If you're dealing with a Cancer, tell me, please. Because they had something with family too, who was not this card, but what your divine counterpart is going through right now, it's really seeing the goodness of the situation here, and it's more so of them seeing it on a bigger scale for them, how it's reflecting. I have a pull from the other decks, but here with War and Peace, it's about feeling in harmony about this connection, feeling harmony with other connections, and yet tugging at the heart here where it's just so conflicted for them. Please get 2 messages here. Thank you. Rest and relaxation. Feeling here the intuitive understanding. One more, please. Major endings and new beginnings, and having a reassessment of everything that's taken place in their life. But they're seeing this with new opportunities, how they can co-create craftsmanship, lost love, and new inspiration. Okay, there's new opportunities coming in and taking new, and okay, thank you, Spirit. Taking a new look, having a new perspective in how they assured themselves. Do have in mind we will be doing a Snoop Bamboo on divine counterparts. I may do a twin flame soulmate Snoop Bamboo in the next week or 2. So do keep that in mind. All right, can I see what they're working with? What they need to surrender at this time? Divine counterpart needs to surrender. Okay, 2. We have them here harmonizing, letting their light shine. Now, when there's a lot of peace energy for them. And this other is to healing separation, go within, allowing this, accepting what happened with the separation, why events took place. And this could even be of them allowing their own sacred sexuality to step in, accessing the unified field. This is about also going within. About to step in, going within. All right, can we please see what is a goddess? Who is the goddess here for? Beautiful Leo. Leo, you're like right on point. Okay, not too many explanations going in about. Thank you. What is the goddess here for, Leo? Ooh. Excuse me. All right, Leo, forgive me for that. All right, so we have Poe Joan again. I was telling everybody, I had her. I just worked with Poe Joan not too long ago. Shoot. Great goddess to work with. Okay, you had 3, but this was on top. So we'll take this message. We have Goddess Ananda Majima. If I butchered the name, I'm so sorry. The joy permeated mother. It's about being your own guru. And I know the self that never changes. You also have Rita of Kashya, the patroness of impossible I am miraculous. My prayers create powerful channels of possibility. All right. So the goddess assisting you at this time, connecting with you, is Our Lady of Guadalupe, the Empress of Protection. The energy that comes here for her, for you, the affirmation is, I am safe and divinely protected. I am held in love at all times. Alrighty, so let's get to know her a little bit. So she's so beautiful. Okay. Who is she? So Our Lady of Guadalupe is an emblazoned symbol of the uniquely powerful protection of a mother's love. Her image is believed to have miraculously appeared with the tilma of a cloak of Saint Juan Diego. She appeared to him 4 times, the first of which was on December 9th, 1531. She spoke to Juan in his native Nahuatl language and asked him to build a church in her honor. They were standing on the Tepeyac Hill outside of Mexico City, where the Spanish had recently destroyed a temple to the mother goddess Tonantzin, an Aztec goddess of love. From what I know, let me share a little bit. She is an embodiment of Tonantzin. But with everything that took place and how they brought in the religion and all this other information, other goodness, she is still Tonantzin, right? But this is obviously, with every change that happens, we get to embrace and see the manifestation of evolving energy with aspects of other people, of religion, of ourselves, taking it to the next level. Juan Diego tried to convince the archbishop of the authenticity of the apparition, but no avail. He asked Guadalupe to give him a sign that would help him convince the archbishop of her identity. She appeared to Juan a final time to collect the Castilian roses not native in Mexico that were in bloom at the top of Tepeyac Hill. He gathered the roses in its cloak, and when they fell before the archbishop, they could both see the embedded of Our Lady of Guadalupe inscribed on the inside of his cloak. Her image on Juan Diego's cloak has become Mexico's most popular religious and cultural symbol. It hangs above the high altar of the Basilica of Guadalupe in Mexico City. The basilica is the most visited Catholic pilgrimage site in the world and the world's 3rd most visited sacred site. Its preservation and mysterious creation has been fascination for scholars and art historians for centuries. It seems to be defying the laws of nature, both by not decaying the way a natural substance should, and by having been created on what seems to be one fell swoop rather than with multiple brush strokes. This now infamous image is worn as a symbol of protection from banners in the army during the Mexican War of Independence and on the backs of migrant workers to shield them from being whipped, to modern t-shirts and tattoos to protect devoted Catholics and gang members with the exceptional love of the divine feminine. When you receive this message, what message is here for you as your guidance? What is outside of us is also within us. Even if we never experience a mother's love, the true force of that loving protection exists within us. So we can give it to ourselves. When Saint Juan Diego was concerned that the archbishop would not believe him and was racing to meet our mother, Lady of Guadalupe, she appeared suddenly and said the most beloved phrase in the apparition story, a phrase that is inscribed on the entrance of her basilica. No estoy aquí. No estoy yo aquí. que soy tu madre. Am I not here? I who am your mother. The energy of mother's love can travel to meet you anywhere, whether within the world or within your own heart. The message is that she is here. You are mothered, but she comes in with the message is also to ask for what you need. Saint Juan Diego asked Our Lady of Guadalupe for a sign that proved her identity and existence. She gave him her image embalmed inside his cloak, one that has been venerated and considered holy ever since because he asked for her assistance. We are ennobled with free will. The divine needs our request for assistance in order to enter our lives. All we need to do is to assume the simplicity, the heart, and the humility of a child and ask for a sign that she is here. We will be met with more love than we could ever imagine. And love is always the greatest and most powerful energy of protection. The message that comes in for meditation whenever that you have time to receive the activation even within the self. The question is, do I experience the love of a divine mother within me? Your intention in affirmation is, I am safe and divinely protected. I am held in love at all times. Sending you all my love, Leo. Until next time. Namaste.